I posted this video on my channel about 3 weeks ago, and since then it has gotten over 150,000 views. With that, a whole lot of questions from you guys, ranging from how long do they last, how will I remove them, can I do the other hand, and products that I'd recommend for viewers who aren't in South Africa. So I thought, let me create a part 2 to this video and show you guys how I would do the same look but on my other hand, which is the right hand. And this is how they turned out. It wasn't easy, that's for sure, but I managed to pull it off. And this time around I thought, let me make them in black. So in this video I'm going to be answering all your questions while I show you guys how I created this set. So let's get into it. I was actually very excited to do my right hand because my left hand gets all the love. So this time around my poor right hand gets, you know, some TLC, so I was excited for that. I will be doing this for the first time on camera. I didn't even practice before doing this, I just went into it. So let's get into the stuff that you are going to need. Some full cover tips. Again, the ones that I'm using are plastic, they're not gel. You're going to need a cuticle pusher, a nail file, some cuticle nippers are optional, a UV flashlight. I got this one from Shein, it works great. I'll leave a link in the description box. Some other important things that you're going to need is a bond. You can use any bond at your disposal. I'm going to be going with my Pro-10 bond. And I'm also going to be going in with my rubber base in Cover Pink. I've gotten a lot of questions on this product and I'll get into it as the video continues. And you're also going to need some acetone. One other thing I forgot to mention is a buffing block. So I got this comment from Nubra Gaming, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, and she was saying she does everything to her nails, they just don't last. She's tried acrylic, she's tried solid gel and everything else. That made me really sad because she sounded frustrated. So I just quickly wanted to show you guys how I prep my nails because I never get any lifting. And it's very simple. The first thing I'm doing now, as you can see, I'm going in and pushing back my cuticles. Like I always say, you want to make sure that you're doing this very gently and you're not creating any cuts to your skin. Another important thing I wanted to emphasize on is making sure you're removing all that dead skin. And as you can see here on my thumb, I had a lot of dead skin, so all of that has to come out. Always make sure you do this because skin on the nail plates just creates a weak point where water and oils can go in and could cause lifting. So you want to make sure that you completely get that off your nail plate. So I went ahead and did that for the rest of my nails. Another thing I wanted to mention was that just try and see if you cannot get some good quality products. They don't have to be expensive, but they do have to be good quality. Sometimes it isn't you, it's the products that you're using. So now I'm going in and filing, just rounding up my natural nails. You can just clip them off with a nail clipper, but I just prefer rounding them off with a nail file. When I'm done with that, now I'm going in with my buffing block. I'm using the rougher side of my buffing block and I'm working this mostly by the cuticle area and making sure that if there was a little bit of skin that was left there, I'm completely lifting it and removing it, making sure that my natural nail plate is ready for the application. You can do this with a hand file, you can do this with an e-file, but I just prefer using a buffing block. It works just as well. It's much more gentle on your nails. I also wanted to say, if your nails are thin, you might just want to give them a break and until they recover, because sometimes if the foundation isn't great, it doesn't matter what product you'll be adding on there, it will lift off. Now that I'm done buffing them, I'm going in with just some pure acetone. I prefer using acetone, but you can definitely use a dehydrator or some alcohol. But I like acetone because it removes any oils on the natural nail plate. Therefore, your nail plate is just ready for any application. Now we're continuing on with the cover tips. I'm going in and sizing them up on my natural nails, making sure that they fit sidewall to sidewall. This is important. It also just helps make sure that the nails don't lift. I won't be going into much detail in this video. If you guys want to see a detailed version of this application, I'll leave a link in the description box for the video I mentioned in the beginning. Now, I just want to answer a question I've gotten from a lot of you guys while I'm quickly sizing up the rest of my nails, and most of you wanted to know where can you get these products and where are these products from and why haven't I linked them in the description box. Now, I am in South Africa, you guys, as I've mentioned before, and unfortunately the products I'm using are by a South African company called Maskscara, and at this point they do not ship internationally. They are only available locally, so I do apologize for that. I really wish they did ship internationally because they're such great products. I also tried to link them for my local viewers, but unfortunately I couldn't find links for them as well. But if you are a local viewer, you can just go onto their site at Maskscara on Google. You can even find them on all social media platforms at Maskscara. Now I went off camera and attached the index finger because, like I said, I'm using my left hand and I just wanted to get the hang of it. Now I'm going to show you guys how I apply the full cover tip on my natural nail. I'll go in with a thin layer of the pH bond, and I also etch the inside of the full cover tip with the same pH bond. Now you can use an e-file to do this. I just prefer not to because it's less dust. I like this technique way better. And then I'm applying a thin layer of the rubber base coat. Now, I just quickly want to answer another question that I got from Superbang, and her question was, can I recommend another pink rubber base that's available maybe on Amazon, because she is not in South Africa. So what I am going to do for her and for everybody's benefit is I'm going to just get a few rubber base coats that I see from Amazon, and then I'll do a review. I'll do a video and review them for you guys, and whichever ones that I like, I will definitely link them so that you guys can get them. So now that I've applied the rubber base, I want to answer another quick question from Kendra, and her question was, can you show how you flash cure them, please? So how I flash cure them is I switch on the flash LED light and I hold it with my teeth. I know it's extreme. Yes, I hold it with my teeth, and then I apply the full cover tip, as you can see, and I'm making sure that I'm not getting any air bubbles as I'm doing this. Once I am happy with the placement of the tip, I move it closer to the flash LED light. Now, I saw this technique from some Korean nail channels, and I thought this is great because I've been struggling to get my hands on the gooseneck LED flashlight. So this technique works really well, as you guys can see. So I went ahead and did the same for the rest of my nails. Now that I'm done, as you guys can see, this application was not perfect, but I was actually pretty happy. I did have some that slightly came and spilled over, but because it's a rubber base, they just, yeah, it files right off. And the ring finger was hella skew, but it didn't matter because the nails were going to be short anyway. Now I'm going in with my cuticle cutter and I'm trimming down the length of the nails. I'm doing exactly the same steps as I did on the first video, nothing new. After I'm done with that, I just shape them into a nice deep square. Then when I'm done with that, I'm grabbing my buffing block and I'm removing the shine from the full cover tips. And this is how they look after I buffed them. Now I will be honest, you guys, I was very nervous because I'll be doing this with my left hand, and I've gotten a lot of questions from you guys. Specifically, Priscilla was like, how are you gonna achieve this using your non-dominant hand? And Sunshine Ladon was like, great job, now show us how you do the left hand, sis. The struggle, because I struggle doing the left hand real bad, and I loved these comments, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to film myself struggling just for you guys. Now the tip I want to give you guys is that what I found worked is starting with the sides first, and you kind of want to make a V, a straight line from the outside, and then it's sort of like make a V going inward, going up the nail. I hope that makes sense. I'm terrible at describing things. And I did the same on the other side, and then once I was done, I basically just connected the two V's together. And that is how my thumbs turned out, and I was pretty happy with how it looked. Now for the rest of the nails, you guys, you're not going to believe I completely was out of frame. I was just painting away thinking I'm in frame, and I was completely off. I'm so sorry, but you can see me trying to finish the rest of my nails there at the bottom there. So I'm really sorry I couldn't use the rest of the footage showing how I did the rest of my nails. I'm telling you, the left hand sucks, okay? But this is how the nails looked when I was done doing them. I went ahead off camera and applied my non-wipe top coat onto the nails, and I'm going to just finish up with the look. I'm grabbing my hand file and I'm crispening up those edges, making sure that they're nice and sharp. And because I used black this time, black is such a difficult color to work with because if it touches your skin, it's kind of hard to wipe it off. But I did my best to remove some of the fluffs I made as best as I can. When I was done with that, I grabbed my buffing block and I smoothed out all the bumps, and I like doing this because it just creates a nice smooth surface for the final application of the top coat. and this is how the nails turned out. I went ahead and washed them. So now it's time to apply the final coat of the top coat, and I want to answer another question from some Gilisiwe, and she was like, how long did these nails last? Now I usually go 4 weeks. I'm going to take it a step further, and I'm going to keep these nails on for 4 weeks, and then I'm going to come back and show you guys and do sort of like the last part on these nails, because another question that I've been getting a lot from you guys is, how do I remove these nails? At Troy Chuang left a comment saying, it looks great when applying. The redo and removal process is a pain to do, and no, soaking it off will not come off. You have to sand it down, which will damage the natural nail plate. So I'm really sorry if this is experience you've had, but for me, these nails soak off pretty well. Remember, the product I'm using is a rubber base, so it's basically a base coat with a thicker viscosity, so it allows it is able to be soaked off. So after the 4 weeks, I'm going to come back and I'm going to not only show you guys how well they're doing, I am definitely going to be soaking them off with you guys. So I'm so excited for that. But for now, this is the final look, you guys. I must say, I want to thank you for challenging me to do my left hand. I'm definitely going to make more videos of me doing my left hand now, because I'm feeling a little bit more confident. Also received such lovely comments from you guys, and I just want to say thank you for being such an awesome audience. You guys have really you guys have encouraged me so much to continue and making more videos, and I'm definitely excited to do so. Now this is the end of this video. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button, and please click the post notification bell so that you are notified when I upload a video. That's it from me. I'm gonna see you guys next time, and it's gonna be very soon, I promise. Have a fantastic day wherever you are. Bye guys.